the equipment you will have available for your class. These 2 bags hold the yoga mandala blankets. These yoga mandala blankets we use at the park for yoga fusion. The reason for that is because they have rocks sewn into the bottom to weigh it down. Now you're going to use this blanket only when I tell you you're going to have a mega class on the beach. So if there's a mega class on the beach, you're going to take those 2 bags on the beach with you, as well as the bag with all the beach blankets. All the beach blankets have this bag in them. In the black container, you're going to have your batteries. You're going to have your 2 eye pillows bags. When you have a mega class and when you do moon yoga, you're going to need your eye pillows. You're going to have your PA system, your main speaker, and your backup speaker, and you'll also have the clock with you. Now you have the option of using a chair prop. I have 8 of these chairs for you to use if you like to use a chair prop. If you want to do a chair yoga, it's not real popular. I found that doing the chair props is better, and I do it in the moon yogas because the sunrise yogas are too many people and I only have 8 chairs. You have your flag bag, you have your table, and we have our rake that you'll have availability to. And here's all your signs. You've got your sunrise yoga sign that lets people know about sunrise yoga, walking yoga, and moon yoga. When you're doing the beach yoga, remember that these yoga blankets have the pocket in the side, and to scoop the sand into the pocket from underneath. You can only use those beach blankets on the beach. They don't work in the park. They blow around when it's windy. When washing the beach yoga blankets, you have to take the corners and pop them out and take all the sand out of that. The reason for this is because you get a lot of sand inside your laundry room area if you don't do that and pop all the sand out. You have to do it outside when you do that. When you do that, you shake it out really good, pop out, make sure all 4 corners of the beach blankets are popped out and rid of sand. When washing the round mandala blankets, because they are so heavy and they have sewn rocks into it, it's okay to wash them in the washer after you shake them out outside of sand. It's okay to wash them in the washer, but when you dry them, you have to dry them out over the fence, on a laundry line, over the back chair, so they dry out naturally. You can't put them in the dryer. It ruins the dryer, and then rocks knock all around. All right. After you grab everything and bring it onto the beach, clear the area of unwanted energies. Say a positive affirmation over the ground and use your rake as you do that. However you want to do that, a big circle, several small circles, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna make basically a 50 by 30 wide area. When I clear the area, I usually go round and round. in a circle with the rake, not only clearing debris from the area, but also energy from the area. A couple of things to remember is grab a bag for trash in the area. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be that large. There's going to be arriving at Sunrise Yoga more people than you can fit inside the circle. So you've covered the ground, the vibrations will seep out into the other areas. Okay? Okay, so this sign right here helps people know what we are. SIFSG Productions, Live Sunrise Beach Yoga. SIFSGproductions.com. They can find our yoga calendar, Live Sunrise Beach Yoga groups on Facebook, and Live Sunrise Beach Yoga on Google to leave the positive reviews, as well as SIFSG Productions. Here is your flag bag. Open up the bag. These items will be in the small bag. This is your pole that you put it into. This is your stake. See how it looks? You're going to pound the hammer into this part of the stake. This part right here, not that one, this one. Into the ground as far as it can go down. When I'm hammering it to the ground, I use the flat side because I have more control over that. And when you hammer it to the ground, you want to use your legs, not your back. So I'm going like this sensation rather than this. You don't want to hurt your back. Pound, 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 and put some force into it. Take the fat end first, and you want to look right here. See that end right there? That end is up, and this end is down, and it goes into the fat part of the steak. Then you take the two skinniest pieces. You slip them into each other with the whole end. See how that's hollow? Hollow end, okay? Solid end. Slip it into each other. With the flag, you want to start at the A end first. So look for the safety pin, okay? And I'll tell you what that's for in a sec. And then slip it into the end where the A is at. Feed it through, so you're threading it through just like that all the way to the very end, okay? And you have the second to the fattest, stick it into the bottom part, and now you're going to stick this end into the other end. And when you do that, the flag is going to slide down all at the same time. So the flag is going to slide down all at the same time, just like that. Now when it's really, really windy out here, you're going to get it flapping and flapping all around. Usually this happens in the spring and the fall months. Down at the bottom, you have the safety pin. You wrap the fabric part on the bottom side of the safety pin, and then you clip it together. That's why we have that safety pin down at the bottom, for you to clip it together like that so the flag doesn't go all over the place. It's going to kind of look like this. Okay? This is a still day, so it's not going anywhere. When you have your bag right down here, since it's already empty, I kind of shake out the bag from the sand part. Put it down there, fold it up, and then right inside put your hammer and put your other bag that the poles go into. When you're setting up the blankets, you're going to use this bag first. The other bag is only for mega classes. So if we have a mega class, I'll let you know, and then you can set extra ones up around. But for now, usually when it's a regular class, I set up about 12 or 13. These blankets are wonderful, but they're a little bit tricky on how you fill it up with sand. Straighten out the blanket. Now there's no wind today. No wind means this is good for one reason. You can take your hand and scoop it underneath and fill up the pocket. See this pocket right here? The best way to do it is to scoop sand into it while it's flat like this. When it's blowing around, you're gonna have this blowing around when the wind is like 15 miles an hour. You put your knee down on the end and then you hold this end and scoop the sand into the side. And what this does is it stretches the blanket and makes a nice wide area so you don't get as much, the yogis don't get as much sand on their bodies. Take the bag out of the black case. All the equipment will be in there for you. This small little table opens up just like this, and on the bottom you're gonna have to push it in right up here to twist the legs so they open up and lock into place. The reason I use the table is because the speakers, when they're low to the ground, you can't hear them as much as when you hear when it's sitting up just a little bit. So we love our little table. If you forget the little table, don't worry about it. Speaker is good. So this speaker is pretty strong and pretty loud. So we take it out of the red bag. I use it in here just to really cover it and make sure it is in a protective cover. Right here on the speaker is the red button right here is the power button. So you're going to turn that on.
Welcome.
On the blue button right here, you have to press it several times to get to the Bluetooth, and you might have to turn it off and on several times to do that.
Discoverable. AM, FM, weather band, Bluetooth.
So Bluetooth, now it's on. Now you sync your phone with the Bluetooth. And I turn the volume up all the way on the phone so everybody can hear. This is beautiful sunrise music. In the first class, it's very uplifting, it's very encouraging. What you do with your phone, if you're gonna stream it through YouTube, you have to leave it open. This speaker has a 30-foot radius, so nothing can be in its obstruction, so the streaming will stop. So what you do is you hide your phone. You take the bag right up here, okay, because you got expensive phones. You wrap the phone in the bag and you place it next to it. Nobody's gonna know that that's a phone underneath there. So if somebody walks by while you're doing class and this is out here, no one's gonna take your phone. And make sure that you have your phone on the Finder on iPhone or Finder on Android. So if somebody does, you can find that phone right away. This is your cash bucket. Dig a hole into the sand and then wrap the sand around it, and then there'll be a sign in front that'll let people know that the sunrise yoga class is $10 each, and that the next class, the yoga boot camp, is free. In this circle view, this is how you set up a yoga class at Moon Yoga. I usually just have a circle. This sunrise yoga class, you have a bigger crowd, so I got more of a square-like area. Now the most important thing is how you set up your position. Your position will be at the right-hand corner facing east. When it's at the right-hand corner facing east, in this corner you're able to do the right and left mirroring when you're doing your class, and people will go ahead and follow you that way. If you're in the middle, then it's kind of hard for them to do the mirroring. One person on the right side, one person on the left side will get confused. So you being in the corner like this helps them to mirror. So if you're doing like a 5-pointed star and you go to the right in your poses and then go to the left, you're able to teach the class easier. That's a word. Have your clock that has a second timer on it near you. So I usually put it on the yoga mat in front of me, right big and bold, so I know that I'm staying within the 45 to 50 minute time that the sunrise yoga class is. I write my sequence on a whiteboard. This whiteboard serves me really well because I have a lot of poses in the class, and each pose I want to distinctly let the yogi know how important that pose is for their body. This is a sign-up sheet. A sign-up sheet, I'm going to have a sign for you that reminds you to go ahead and let the yogis know at the end of class to sign up for their single texts and for the Fun Holistic newsletter. When they sign up for the single texts, the Fun Holistic newsletter comes out once a month. You're going to, at the end of class, let everybody know about the live Sunrise Beach Yoga and the SIFGS Productions webpage. The webpage has all the yoga class calendar. Let them know that the park yoga is absolutely free at 6:30 in Wickham Park every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'll have this all written down for you, and with instructional sheets that'll be much easier for you to just kind of guidelines for you to follow along. Nothing is strict. This is your class, so you're going to do it the way you want to do it. That's why I want you to do this class with. This is your extra Bluetooth speaker in case the big one fails. This is your bug spray, Naturapel. You do not have to shake it. All you do is twist it to the open side and spray the body and wipe it on you. This is excellent, especially now when it's humid out. And when it's humid out, you get a lot of no-see-ums and you get a lot of people swatting themselves. This is excellent. Just offer this to them, okay? It's a natural bug spray. This is your PA system. This is probably one of the most important things. Before I give this system and I give you this equipment to you, I will make sure that it's working and all these dials up front are working. This is the bag that it holds into. On the side, on the left side of this bag, you have this power button and it goes up. You turn it off when it goes down, but make sure that that power button is up so when you hook yourself up, you can hear yourself. You want to be able to heal yourself. Again, you have a 30-foot distance and there must be no obstructions in the way of this PA system when you are teaching your class. When you put your mic on unwinded, I'm going to have it wound up really nicely. You're going to get a brand new one of these so you won't have any spit, any of my spit on it. It goes face down like this, goes over the head, and these little ear loops go into the ear so it's comfortable. If you don't get them into the ear, then it's going to be uncomfortable. You got to swoop the ear so it's underneath the ear like that, okay? You're going to take this in and plug it into the battery pack. The battery pack will be charged for you. Always, I'll make sure that all the equipment is working for you, but you always have extra batteries in the black bag. This little clip right here clips on to either your back or your side. I found out through the time of doing the yoga class that on the side is better because this yoga class I'm going to be on my back. So I'll have to adjust it anyways, so hence that. Now, I have yoga pants, so I'm going to slip it in my pocket right there, and I'm going to turn the button on. The button is right here. You just hold it for 1, 2, and the red light right here should come on. You hook this into and turn it on. Now, right here is the volume, because if you can't hear yourself when you turn this on, so we're going to flip the switch on here. And we're going to set this PA system at an angle up so everybody in the class can hear you. Go ahead and slip your battery pack in like that. And the volume will let you know. I'm going to show you. It'll go down. Yoga, yoga, yoga. See, I can't hear myself. Now, we want to make sure that we put the mic piece. You're going to feel the flat part of the mic underneath the wind guard to your mouth really closely. You want to speak deep. You want to speak from the belly so the yogis can hear you. And the volume goes up. Yoga, 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 yoga. You want it at its highest. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. The most important thing that you need to know right now is that we picked you for a reason. We picked you because you have a certain unique style to your way of teaching yoga meditation. This is your class. Use your creativity to the extent. I thank you so much for doing this. And I appreciate so much you in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you.